just-in-time process. In order to avoid waste, the lean operation postulates using just-in-time processes, JIT for short. So what that means basically is that we should give customers what they want exactly at the time they need it. But notice that that applies to all resources within a process, where the next resource is a customer of the preceding resource, right? So any operation should only produce a part that at the time when it is needed or by the next resource in the process. In order to have just-in-time processes, we must also have processes that are in control. So we have to control um, variability. We must have standardized tasks, and we must have reliable quality. Just-in-time processes should be implemented gradually in the following 3 steps. The first thing is to try and achieve 1 unit at a time flow. To do that, of course, we need to avoid large batches of the same variant of the product, right? So instead, we should produce small batches or even 1 unit of a certain variant at a time, and then mix different products or different variants together to achieve what we call a mixed model production or Heijunka. In order to achieve smaller batches or even 1 unit at a time flow, we of course need to reduce incentives that lead us to large batches. And one of those is long setup times. We need to reduce and maybe even eliminate setup times. And also we need to create physical layout that closely mirrors the process flow, because if we don't, we will have incentives to have, for example, large transport batches. But if we rearrange the layout such that the log transportation is unnecessary, then we will have reduced the need for larger transport batches. The second step is to try and produce at the rate of customer demand. We need to make sure that flow rate is in line with customer demand, and that is not only in terms of total production, but also in terms of the variants that are required by customers. Right? Often this is done by translating customer demand into flow rate using the concept of takt time, which is equal to available time divided by demand rate. The third step is to implement a pull system, which can be either a Kanban system or a make-to-order system. The pull system helps us not only produce at the rate of customer demand, but also it helps us limit work in progress, WIP, inventory, right? By controlling the work in progress inventory and limiting it, we can actually better match our capacity to the demand and our production to the demand for each variant of the product.